Hello, beautiful healing community. It's your girl, Salenna Green, and this is another episode of the Hot Girls Healing Podcast. If this is your first episode, thank you so much. Welcome to the healing community. I hope that you find something that you're looking for. If you've been rocking with me since day one or before, hey friend, welcome back. We in it again. Today we are talking about me, which is to say, today we are talking about being a lover girl. Okay, because we are just two lover girls here just loving our way through life. Okay. And we want to talk about it, and we want to talk about the healing associated with it. So today I am joined by the beautiful Chi, who is going to be talking with me in this conversation. So before we get started, please tell the people whatever it is you feel like they need to know about you before we start talking about being a lover girl.
Yes. Thank you so much for having me. So my name is Chiama Uzamaka, but I go by Chi Love, and I'm a professional matchmaker and dating specialist. I'm all about love. I love talking about dating, love, relationships, marriage, and all of the things. And I'm very much a lover girl. I want love for everyone, you know, regardless of how it presents itself. So I'm excited to have this conversation. You can connect with me
Yes.
on all platforms. Yeah.
Yes. And honestly, you already started the conversation because what is a lover girl? That's
Yeah.
always what I want to do. Put it into the room. What are we actually talking about? For me, it's a lot of what you're saying. A lover girl is someone who wants love not only for herself but for other people. We're rooting for love. We're not delusional about love. We're clear about love. We're serious about love. Yeah, that's what that means to me. And I do not take it lightly. I don't think that being a lover girl just means that someone is weak or willing to be, walked over in relationships. I really feel like being a lover girl is something that I fought for and something that I've protected once I was able to be it all the time. So, yeah, like, what is a lover girl to you? I know you kind of already said it, but just if you can reiterate that for the people, what does it even mean to be a lover girl?
Yes. Okay. So a lover girl is someone who truly wholeheartedly believes in love, giving it, receiving it, all of the things. I think that a lot of times lover girls get misunderstood because some people will call them delusional. Oh, you think love can happen in this day and age? No, it's not about love for me. I'm like, okay. But my goal is for anyone that I encounter to still believe it's possible, no matter how long it takes, no matter what the journey looks like, no matter what you've been through, there is still love out there that can be found. You just have to be willing to do the work and ready enough to accept it in any shape, way, or form that it presents itself with no shame, you know? So,
Yes. Oh my
yeah.
gosh. And that's the thing about it. Like, I get those people. Like, I get people who say, like, not in this age. I get people who say, like, not in this society. I get it. I really do. But the thing about it is, those expectations that I had set up around love, those walls that I had built up around myself were based around not wanting to be hurt and from being hurt and from being let down in the past by people that I counted on, by people that I loved, by people who said they loved me. So I really do get where these like this like fear almost of love comes from. But for me, I really did come to a point where I said, if I want love, which is what I'm saying, I want love. And I am in a position where I can receive love. Like, what responsibility am I taking to make sure I'm receptive of love or that I can even recognize love if it's in the room? And I really had to ask that because, some of us are lucky enough to have abundant examples of love in our life. Some of us, we may not have been loved by everybody, but we know there's two, three people, maybe even one person that we know has loved us in our life, and we know that. And there's other people who they don't believe they've ever experienced love, and maybe they haven't, so there's real barriers that people are working through when it comes to receiving love, recognizing love, and giving love.
Very true. Very true. And I think that's what it comes down to, right? Is being self-aware, knowing what you want and not being afraid to go for it.
Hmm.
Also, you mentioned when people go through hardships or when people experience negative relationships, toxic relationships, situationships that didn't really amount to anything,
Hmm.
that caused more hurt than happiness, right? It's hard for them to believe in love again. But I always encourage people that that is just a part of your journey. Dust yourself off and move forward with your life. Take the lessons that you learned, take it with you and grow from it. But don't let any past negative experience be the reason why you give up on love. Don't do that. Don't ever do that. I don't care how old you are. I've matched people in their 70s, people in their 70s,
Mm,
you know?
that's
So,
beautiful.
yeah. And that's the thing. I want people to know that it's still possible. It's not always going to be easy. I get it. I understand that there are going to be some difficult times in dating, some things that may teach you more about yourself that you weren't really ready for that lesson yet, that's going to happen, but embrace the journey and keep going. So,
No, that's extremely real. And it happens in all type of relationship, platonic ones too. Like people do not want to be opening themselves up again to being hurt if they have been in the past.
yeah,
And um that's why I say like love is not like some weak stuff. Like this is something that you have to fight for. This is something that takes practice. This is
do the
something
work.
that you have to learn. You got to study love sometimes,
Yeah,
depending, because and I'm really speaking for myself. Love was like something that was almost used as manipulation almost a little bit when I was growing up. Like it was a tool. Like situations were just volatile all the time, so it can be hard coming up out of certain situations to know what love is supposed to look like, what I mean? But
absolutely.
a part of being a lover girl, I think, is being dedicated to figuring that out for yourself, to being
Yes.
like, okay, what makes me feel safe in my relationships, whether it's
Mhm.
platonic or romantic, because I want love in both of those kind of relationships. You know what I mean? I want to have friendships that are lasting and that are trusting, and these kind of characteristics that you want in loving relationships, and especially with a partner. Like it can be extremely scary to trust someone enough to build a life with them. Look,
Yeah,
I was like questioning that. I was like a year into my marriage. I was like, wait, so like, okay, so we're building, and like no one's gonna help us. Somebody tell me what to do.
yeah, it's a lot. It's a lot, but
Yeah,
it's also so beautiful. It's so beautiful
yeah,
because in this world where so many people have given up on the idea of marriage or partnership, even, like, you've managed to find your person. And I think a lot of people desire that, which is part of why I created my business, because I know a
mm,
lot of people struggle. Dating is not easy for everyone. So I wanted to be that helping hand, that guide, that cheerleader when it comes to love. Like, you got this, I got you, we're going to do this no matter what it takes. Just
yeah,
trust the process and be patient. It takes time, though. There are some people that are more difficult to match than others, side note, but I never give up on my lover girls and my lover boys. Like those
yeah,
that truly want and desire love in this world and are willing to do the work and that take accountability and just want to grow old with someone and find something real. Like those are my people. Those are my clients and I love them wholeheartedly.
yeah. There's
So,
a nonchalant culture right now when it comes to dating, so I
yeah.
definitely get what you mean. But I've definitely been someone who companionship is not a weakness. Like again, I'm a lover girl. Okay, so I love me some people, and I love community. I love relationship. There's so much value in relationship, So, um, when it comes to long-term relationships, a lot of time people, especially in this nonchalant culture, they're like, oh, how do you be with one person for all this time? And I'm just like, there's a lot of joy. I'm like, have you ever been with a person for an extended amount of
Mhm.
time? Have you ever witnessed a human evolve? Like,
Mhm.
these things are beautiful. It's like being in a long-term relationship and like getting introduced to all these different versions of someone, like encouraging
Yes.
someone to follow their dreams. Like
Mhm.
in my particular relationships, because I did get married pretty young, like me and my husband, we say we like grew up into adults together. Like we were just in
Yeah.
our young 20s when we got married. So we really became grown together, and it was like
Mhm.
really cool to see that, to
Yeah.
evolve in that way, and to look forward to going into our next phase. We up here
Yes.
getting into golf and shit, like, you know what I mean? We were not playing golf when we first got married.
Right. But I mean, you learn and grow with each other, you know? And he's not the exact same man that you married, you know? He's different. He's evolved since then. But like you said, you grow together. You learn more about each other. And that's part of the beautiful thing about marriage.
Yes. And honestly, through being a lover girl and opening myself up through love, I actually did, like, there was like this softening, like an unclenching that I feel like I did over time, because I actually allowed myself to trust and feel safe and just be a version of myself that, I didn't always get to be. I didn't
Mhm.
always feel safe to be. And that person, that version of me wasn't always well received. Like in certain environments, not being, like being, will get called corny. Okay. You don't get called
Yeah.
lover girl when I was growing up. You get called corny.
Yeah. Yeah.
So it's like you couldn't always be the lovey dovey, or you could, but you would be open to ridicule, and
Oh yeah, for sure.
who
For
wants
sure.
that?
Yeah. I mean, it just comes with the territory, honestly. I think it's important for people to be true to who they are, like regardless, because I
Hmm.
feel like the right people resonate with you. The right
Yeah,
people will always resonate with you. And over time, you realize like who's really for you and who truly can hold space for you and who just wasn't meant to be there all the time or was only for a season. Right. And that's the beautiful thing about it. I think that as we grow and as we learn about who we are, we also outgrow other people. You know, we get close to the people that get us and see us. And I think that's what everybody really wants when it comes to love is to be seen, especially the lover girls. They just want to be seen for who they are and loved and respected and admired and desired, cherished.
yeah. Because
Hmm.
there was always these times where, growing up, and I really mean like back, like I'm talking elementary and middle
Yeah.
school, maybe high school. Like I would be irritated and just be like, why do people not like seemingly like care the way that I show up? Why do they not, receive it? And it really did boil down to, you can't give everyone your energy.
That's true.
They are
That's
not
true.
trying to
Yeah.
receive that. Some people are just
Hmm.
not trying to receive it. And it doesn't mean that you can't be the caring person that you are, or the loving person that you are, or the open or trusting or whatever kind of person you want to be. If you trusted someone and they betrayed you, you know not to trust that person, right? You got
Yeah.
one person that you know for sure that you cannot trust, and you're good, right? It doesn't mean that you should no longer be a trusting person. And for
Yeah.
me, it took me a little bit of time to figure that out and to not internalize those things and be like, okay, well, I can't be trusting. I can't be, open. Like I had really internalized those things to the point where it's like now I wasn't open. I wasn't trusting. I wasn't, willing to receive love because I was going to question it,
Hmm.
wait for it to fail, wait for it to do something like even a little bit left or right so I could be like,
Yeah.
see, yep, and I was right. Just, you know what I mean? Like I
Yeah.
had really gotten myself to that point by probably college. Like I'm not even gonna lie.
I believe it. No, I believe it. I'm trusting the wrong person or the wrong people with your heart, your feelings, your emotions can really be detrimental. It really can. And that's a good point though, because what we have to recognize is that person just wasn't the person for me. That person was not ready to receive the love that I was so willing to give. That just means that's not my person. That's not my friend. This is just not our journey to continue. Right. I think a lot of people get into this dance where they keep going back and forth with someone that they know is not a good fit for them, but there's history there, or there are some aspects that are really good. Like, for instance, the sex could be really good. Oh, the sex is fire, but emotionally, they don't really do it for me, you know? Or I
Mm-hmm.
don't know how I feel about who she is as a person, but ooh, she looked good though. So people get
Mm-hmm.
into this mindset of the physical and they kind of get stuck in this hamster wheel of superficial love because of intimacy, but it's not really intimate. It's just physical.
Yeah.
So yeah,
Yep. And
I
I
always
feel like
encourage people to
that.
dig deeper.
Oh no, sorry. Go ahead.
Oh, sorry. I'm just saying I always encourage people to dig deeper,
Mm.
period. Hmm.
Yes. Yes. I was
Yeah,
saying that's that discernment that
it
comes
is.
with being a lover girl. Over time, you realize that our little ooey gooey center that's just like so gushy and good, like we can keep that. We don't need to get
Yeah.
rid of that. We don't need to harden our heart. We just need to apply that discernment, know where to engage and not to engage, and like in a lot of cases, like see what is happening, like see what is happening right in
Yes.
front of you. Don't believe like the pretty words and like I'm a very excitable person. Like tell me a good story, right? Like
Yeah.
talk good to me, talk sweet to me,
Hmm.
but back it up with actions. And that's
Yes.
the discernment that comes with that like lover girl knowledge and vision. Like
Yes.
you're not about to just feed us any story, right? Because
Exactly.
we love ourselves too.
Hmm.
It's not
And I
just love
want,
the girl of everybody else.
yes, exactly, exactly, exactly. And I want all the lover girls, if you're listening to this, or you consider yourself a lover girl, whatever the case may be, or a lover boy, really, uh, I'm just saying,
Meow.
um, remember that
Lover
apologies.
person.
Yes, I love that. Apologies mean nothing without change behavior. So as much as you want to forgive someone, if they keep doing the same thing and your ishy gushy emotional mushy part just wants to forgive them and move forward, if they keep doing the same thing, that's not an apology. That's just who they are. So just know that the right thing, the right love, the right passion for you will never find you if you're too busy holding on to the wrong thing. You got to be willing to let go of what is so you can get something that's everything you've ever wanted to be and some. So, yeah, know when to let go.
Mic drop.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a beautiful thing. Twitter says that there's always a finer nigga. There always is.
I mean, yeah, and that's the thing. There's always going to be finer people, both
Mm-hmm.
men and women, and all in between. There's always going to be somebody else that looks better. But, like, at the end of the day, though, everything fades over time.
Mm-hmm.
So who is that person that you are attracted to that's also emotionally intelligent? Who is that person that you
Exactly.
know that you can actually be your true, authentic self with? Because when you're 80,
Exactly.
90 years old, you're not going to care about how fine they are. You're going to care about, can they hold my hand when I'm feeling down? You know, when I'm losing people in my life, is this person really going to be there for me? Does this
Yeah,
person really
because
have my best interest at heart? You know, that's what matters.
there's always a finer nigga, right? That's the point. There's always a finer nigga. So, what are you really looking for?
I mean,
What do you
yeah.
really need? What do you really want in a partner?
Hmm.
Um,
Yeah.
it's really a beautiful thing when you start to think about it, because when you're thinking about the needs that you really need met, and the partner that you're seeking is also thinking about the needs that they really need met, it allows for this relationship that is so like fertile for growth. Like you're
Yes.
gonna
Yeah.
grow, they're gonna grow, your relationship is gonna grow. There's gonna be this beautiful blooming that happens like really organically. um uh, it's just so beautiful. Like you really just get to rediscover someone over and over again,
Mhm. And over and
and
over and
like
over again.
the other day I said something and my husband was like, "Wow, you never told me that before." And I'm like, "Oh wow, like it never came up." Like,
Yeah.
it's really cool. But I'm also an earth sign. Like, I don't know, maybe for other
Same.
people, I truly believe that all kind of different relationships are valid. So I don't think everyone has to be, married to one person forever for their relationships to be valid. But for me and the kind of person I am, I know that long-term relationships are important to me. And again, that is across the board. I like to have people in my life for a long time, and I
Yeah,
actually have become able to appreciate the seasons that people are in your life for as well. I'm really starting to see
absolutely.
this like larger, um like just I'm always like visualizing something. So in my mind is just like this path that you're on, and then there's like these different points of intersections, that are coming in and out, and maybe it's intertwined for longer, maybe it's intertwined for lesser. But
Yeah,
it's each time is just a beautiful opportunity. It's, two souls meeting with all these different people on planet Earth at the same
you
time
found
as
each
you.
other.
You know,
Yeah.
you found each other, and
Hmm.
it's a very beautiful thing.
Yeah,
I feel like the celebration of the union, of humans is a part of what makes someone a lover girl. Just that celebration, like you just love seeing love. I
I
be crying
do.
at weddings and all. Like,
I love, oh my gosh. I being being try not to get whew, um being married and being a wife has always been something I desired. And I went through a lot of heartache to find my person. And one thing I will say is that when you know, you know, you may have intrusive thoughts. That's normal. Like, this seems too good to be true, or they're really everything I manifested, or I prayed for this, or is this really coming? Is this really happening for me? But like, literally, things will just flow, and it won't always be easy, but it's such a good feeling to know that the person that you're choosing to do life with is also choosing you too. And I think it's a remarkable thing to find. I don't want anyone to ever lose sight of that. I don't care what you've been through. Fuck what you've been through.
mm,
You still have air in your lungs, which means you still have the ability to love and be loved. And so I recognize that a lot of people have past trauma from bad relationships, bad marriages, situationships that just didn't go the way they would have wanted it to go. But if you just stay the course and do the work and just operate on that level of, I'm ready to receive love. I cannot wait to meet my person. I'm going to meet my person. Just always have that energy, and then just radiate love and joy and peace. That person will find you. You'll find each other. And it'll be when you least expect it sometimes. But I do think it's important to invest in your love life. You can't sit in your house all day and be like, I can't wait to meet my husband, or I can't wait to meet a woman that's really all about me that I can build with. You'll never find them if you're not doing anything different. You got to invest. You got to go out. You got to put yourself in position to meet your person, because you never know. You never know. So,
yeah, high key.
yeah.
I will manifest anything. I really do feel like I partially manifested my husband through like Jill Scott songs and Mariah Carey songs.
Oh my
Like,
gosh, I love those artists so much. Let's get
like, yeah, I'm like,
married.
you gotta find the ones who are tapped into the kind of energy that you're liking, you know what I mean? But there's
Yes,
so many different ways to manifest like that person for you, I think, or at least the energy, the warmth, whatever it is that you're wanting. Um, I'm very much it wants you just as bad as you want it
yes,
type of girl.
yes, yes, yes,
Or
yes,
wants you
yes.
more. Why not?
Okay. Yeah. Hmm.
So yeah, like this whole being a lover girl thing, it really is a lifestyle for me. It really is who I feel like I am at my core. And despite the things that have happened in my life that have made it harder for me to be a lover girl, I really and truly have found a lot of healing in embracing love and being a lover and embracing my identity as like a lover, like as just a lover of people, of the world, um there's something so powerful about it, especially in a time in society where there's so much disconnection. There's such a let's be blasé about love, energy, and like, we're all too cool to care type vibe. Um, I think that there's power in anyone being themselves. And if you're a lover girl, if you are someone who is about community, if you're someone who's about healing, if you're someone who's about connection, it's especially important for you to be yourself right now because
Absolutely.
child, the world needs you.
Yes. Be, you're in good company where you could truly be yourself. Like all those icky parts of you that you don't really want to share with anyone, where you can truly just be in company where you feel like you can just be, you're in the right place. I recently had to have a conversation with my husband because I'm working on a few books and tapping into the erotic side of me. And I'm tapping
Ooh.
into, yeah. And some of it will have to do with past relationships. And I had to have a conversation with my husband, like, babe, I'm going to be writing about some past relationships and some interactions, sexually, intimately, what I've learned, all that. How do you feel about that? And he was like, that's perfectly fine, babe. And I was like, I just want to make sure they're not going to feel away. We could talk through things. He's like, no, just do you. And he's fully supportive of me just being me being a matchmaker, me being a lover girl, full
Yes.
on. And I talk about my clients all the time and how much I love them and how much I just want to help them and how much it's a journey. But I'm not giving up, you know? And so he's always like rah, 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 rah for me. And that feels so good. It feels so good. And so I'm grateful. I'm grateful to be someone who has found their person and is also dedicated to helping others find their person, especially those that have tried to give up. Don't give up. You still got lungs. You still got air. You're still breathing. You can do this. We can do this one day at a
No,
time.
I'm glad that you acknowledge the intrusive thoughts of it all because they
Oh,
really be
always.
trying to come in like, and I want people to know like it does not matter. You can be a lover girl and those intrusive thoughts still gonna try to come in and
Yeah.
like make you question it all. And it happens. It happens
Yes.
across the board. But that's why I think it's so important that paying attention to actions part is crucial because
Absolutely.
not only can we, you know, we can be overly critical of situations and we can try to look for an out or, like I used to do, look for the, just find the thing just so I can be
Yeah.
like, ah, see, I said, see, I found, I knew it. But you can also be on the other end where you're viewing your relationships with like these rose tinted glasses and it's all fine.
Yeah.
Everything's good. It's all good and it's really not, right? So
Yeah.
you have to check yourself. You have to back or challenge, anything with logic if that's what you need to do. Just
Yeah. And
thinking
check in with
about,
your partner.
yeah.
Check in with your partner. Like,
Yes. Who
mhm.
don't make
And
it up on your own. Don't make it
yeah,
up.
have those conversations. Have the difficult conversations, the conversations that you're nervous to talk about. Oh, I don't know if I should share this. Share it with them. Because it'll tell you a lot of what you need to know about the person you're dating or the person that you're married to. The things that you discuss and how they respond will tell you everything. Tell you a lot.
Very, very, very,
But
very.
do not allow anyone to be the reason why you stop loving the way you do. I need to make sure that is clear because I've had a lot of people like, oh, I'm tired of giving my heart. You're giving it to the wrong person. Go where the love
Hmm.
is. Love those who love you. Choose those who choose you. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Oh, they're not this, they're not that. Honey, I hear you. I do. Especially the height thing. It gets on my nerves. I can't really say much because my husband's like 6 foot 6.5. But still, there are deeper things that matter. And I want people to focus on people that value them, people that respect them. Stop giving time of day to people that don't truly see you. Please stop giving them the time of day. It is
Yeah.
okay to block. I used to be the block queen. Okay. Block anything that's negative energy. People that are like, oh, why are you all about love? Why are you so, stop it. Cancel, delete, block. You don't need that negativity
Yeah,
in your life. There's enough negative shit happening right now in this world today. So hold on to love. Hold on to love, real
please.
love, true love. Hold on to it, give
Yeah.
it, show it, make it as often as possible. Make it as often.
And yes,
Um,
like
but
honestly,
yeah,
everything that you just said, 1,000 times 1,000, because love is resistance. Like with everything that's happening in the world right now, to choose to love is, first of all, actually hard. It can be difficult, especially if you're listening to the news and like nothing about what is happening in current events right now is inspiring a lot of love and feelings for me. It's what's happening in my personal life. It's the choices that I'm making, the community that I'm building that is inspiring the love that I feel and that is, generating me and lighting me up and keeping me going. It really
yes.
community and love. So,
And you said early something. Oh, sorry. I want to mention this too. When you mentioned about love and friendships too,
mm,
please, ladies and gentlemen, be mindful of who you are allowing in your circle. Because those negative people, like even your friends, oh, that's been my girl since X. And she's like saying, man, ain't shit. All they do is this. I'm not really here. Mm-mm. I mean, I get a hot girl summer, but a hot girl 365, that's all you're going to do for the rest of your life. You just want to be in the streets like that. And I'm not here to judge anybody because we all have our own journeys. But, you may want to surround yourself with people that want love the way you do, that want to have healthy
yeah,
relationships. If you're talking to somebody that's always in something toxic, oh, yeah, we argued again. We were fighting. We were throwing hands. You don't want that type of energy in your life. And if you do, I guess more power to you. But I'm focusing on the people that don't because I don't want that. I want peace. At this stage of my
high
life, I want
key,
peace. And you should want
high
it
key.
too, respectfully.
Yeah. No, that's
Hmm.
actually very true. And I've definitely had some awkward instances where, um, well, I said I was the girls' trip though. Some awkward instances on girls' trips where like, some girl was like cheating on her man, and everyone was like, girl, I don't know what you think this is. Like, that half of us is in committed relationships. Like, we don't do this. Like, what is going on? And
Yeah.
so I actually really happen to be of the same opinion. Like, for me, people are grown. I'm not going to tell anyone what to do. Your body, your choice. At the same time, for me, I want to share community with people who have similar values that I have. And for me, if I know you out here cheating on your man and you ain't telling him the truth, how do I know you telling me the truth? And I want to be in
Yeah.
relationships that I know are truthful, platonic or otherwise. Like for
Hmm.
me, it just would be a waste of energy to be around someone who, if I ask them a question, I don't know if it's true or not. If I can't come
Right.
to you for clarity, why am I coming to you?
True. Yeah.
Yeah, so I don't go, yeah, yeah. Very much
I don't
felt
want,
been there, done that.
yeah. I I think that sometimes hard love can make you cold. Hard love can make you really cold, especially when it's all you know. So if you keep ending up with the same outcome and the same type of people, you may have to do some self-reflection and evaluate where you're at. Um,
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
oh
hold
yeah.
yourself accountable for the mistakes you make, the patterns that you have, and just move forward. Find your way to move forward. It's going to be okay, but nothing will change unless you do. So if you want to change in your dating life, you want something to be different, you have to make some changes in your life. You can't keep doing the same thing and hoping for a different result. That's not the way life and love works.
We are the common denominator in every
Absolutely.
relationship that we have. So
Hmm.
whether they're going well or they ain't, common denominator.
Yeah.
You know,
But also give
I have
yourself
to be
grace.
responsible for that. Yeah.
Yeah.
And
And give
that
yourself grace.
honestly, a large part of what really kicked off my deep intentional self-love journey was taking a look at my relationships and being like, okay, so if I'm finding myself in all these different situations in my relationships and none of them are where I want to be, again, I'm the common denominator. I actually moved from that space of accountability to, really reflect with myself it always starts with you and the relationship that you have with yourself, I find. And so when
Mm-hmm.
I wanted to have healthier, better relationships with my friends, my partner, that were deeper, where I just had more capacity, I actually found that I didn't have a lot of emotional capacity.
Yeah.
And I'm like, what the hell? Like,
Are you an empath?
I like don't really claim that identity, but I do tend to be sensitive to what other people are feeling, sure. And
Fair
so
enough.
I intentionally did not feel things for a while. I just shut all that shit down. I said it's too much.
Yeah.
And so I actually had to build emotional capacity. And now I'm at a point where I'm like, wow, I have so much more capacity to be here for people, to hold space for them. And it was because I had to figure out some of my own shit. Like my hands were full, let me tell you.
Yeah.
So I
I
put a
hear
lot
you.
down. And now my arms are open. And I'm saying, come in for a
I
hug.
love it. Yes.
Yeah.
I love it so much.
Yeah. I'm telling you, this whole self-love thing, it has changed everything for me. And it is not because I hated myself before or anything like that. It's just this intentionality and this willingness to confront my fear of myself, even. Like when it comes to being a lover girl, you have to release the fear of loving yourself and what's going to happen if you do that. Who will you become? Okay. Some people have fear of failure. Some people have fear of success. Some people have fear of both. You have to figure out where that's applying to you, because
Mm-hmm.
it may have something to do with the way you're moving in your relationships, the way you may or may not be self-sabotaging in some of your relationships. All of that has to do with your relationship to yourself and what
Absolutely.
fears you may be
Mm-hmm.
upholding.
Very true.
It's also exciting. I feel like I'm like um at the intro of some like mystery movie or novel. I'm like the narrator,
Yeah.
but really it's just life. Life is a mystery, but
It really is. It really is. I think that once you accept the fact that life is happening for you and not to you, and that what is meant for you will be for you, you'll be okay. Because you don't always understand the way things go. Like there are some people that are like, well, you don't understand. They were the one, they were my person, but they cannot be the one if you're not also their one. And that's what people need to realize. They got to choose you too,
Ooh,
boo. They got to choose you too. So if they're not choosing you, if you are investing time and energy and they're not able to meet you halfway, it's time to let them go. If you communicated the wants, needs, and desires that you have in a relationship and they're not willing to try, it's time to let them go.
yeah.
Yeah. If you find them apologizing over and over for the same thing that they keep on doing, it's time to let them go. And this goes for men and women. We're talking about
Mm,
lover girls, especially for y'all. Especially for y'all. Stop investing so much time and energy into emotion that people to people that won't meet you halfway.
yeah.
I don't want that for you.
High
So,
key.
mhm.
Girl, is there anything we haven't said about this? Because
I mean,
honestly, I'm like, this is like Lover Girl 101.
it
Like,
is. It is. It is. And but one thing I want people to know is there's this term that started trending over the years, love bombing, right?
ooh, yeah. They talking about
Here's
that
my-
on Love Island.
yeah, they do. Oh, absolutely. I'm watching it now.
Same.
Yeah. I will say this. It is use your discernment because you mentioned discernment earlier. Use your
Mm,
discernment, but sometimes people really just like you. They might just really like you and your energy, but how they show up for you and their consistency, their communication, all of that, and their actions, because we can't just listen to the pretty words, like you said. Their actions
mhm.
will tell you everything that you need to know. Because when you truly need them in your times of distress, where are they? Or are they only
Yes.
there when times are great and they're just like, oh, you're great, you're amazing. I want to do this for you. I want to do that for you. But then, like, you never really follow up on deeper conversations. It's always
Hmm.
surface level. You don't really take them on dates. Like, you're not really trying to get to know them. So, what are we really doing? Ask yourself that. And if
Yeah.
for some reason you're not getting the things that you need, it is okay to leave because life is entirely too short to spend it wasting with people that just don't feed your soul.
Mm. And
Yeah.
I know that's right. They say there's this like saying or something or other that I had read recently that was saying like sometimes and this is true for people that I've seen who are lover girls, people just want what comes with being around you. They don't want
Yeah.
to pour into you, just like you said. They literally just want to
Mhm.
be around you, benefiting from your energy, your aura, whatever it
Yeah.
is, the benefit it is from being in relationship with you. But that is why we have to have the discernment and pay attention to who is loving us back, who is pouring into us. Because when
Yeah.
you're a giver, there are some people who will literally just take, suck you
Mhm.
dry. But
Yep.
there are
Fleet.
other people who want to give to you, who want to pour into you. So,
Yes. Pay attention to those people. Pay attention to how you feel when you're in someone's presence. Seriously,
mm,
that will tell you everything you need to know.
mm, mm, mm.
Hmm.
Ooh,
Yeah.
Miss Chi Love. Where can people hire you to help them find their love? Like, where can they hire
Yeah.
you to speak, to have you on their platform? Where can they find you?
So I'm NYA, and that's N as in Nancy, Y as in Yankee, A as in Apple. NYA Love by Chi, and that's BYCHI on all platforms. So they can find me there. My website is nyaloveanddating.com. NYAloveanddating.com. NYA stands for not your average. A lot of my clients are not your average at all.
Mm.
I work with everyone. As long as you are legally single and looking for something real, I got you. And it's not just in Washington State. My clients are literally national. So anywhere in the US, if you are looking for love, I'd love to help you. I love to have a conversation. You do need to consent to a background check. And I'm not here to judge you, okay? But I am here to know you. And that's your
Period.
past is just a part of your future, and it can be still relevant in your present. So I just want to know. So yeah,
Yes. And
yeah,
y'all, I just found her on Instagram. So it is possible. Okay. Get on there.
yeah.
Find her.
Please
Okay.
do. I
So,
appreciate it.
wow. That was amazing. I
Yeah,
feel like there was so much wisdom and just good advice that you shared. Um, for my last words on being a lover girl, just what is coming to me is just be the love. You know what I mean? Be the love. For yourself, for others. The world really, really needs love right now. And that is on some real shit.
it
It's hard
does.
out here. People are one paycheck away from just it all being gone. Policy is coming out day by day that is tearing families and communities apart. It's a lot.
It
So
is.
definitely be the love, y'all. Feel the
Mhm,
love, accept the love, see the love,
mhm.
and
Yes,
take care of yourself out there, y'all. I'm
please.
Salenna Green. This has been another episode of the Hot Girls Healing Podcast. Chi, thank you so, so much for
My
coming and
pleasure.
speaking with me today.
Thank you for having me.
Of course. Y'all, if you see me out in community, say hi. You can follow me on social media at Hot Girls Healing Podcast on TikTok and Instagram. Until next time, bye.